All right.
Okay, hello ladies and welcome back from college. Cecilia, can you please tell us how was the experience?
Good evening, Zimbabwe. Thank you for calling me here, but my name is dear comrade Chauya. Maybe I would want to, before I answer your question, to talk in regards with what the state is doing, using persecution by prosecution. And I want to reiterate that this thing is not about Joana Mamombe or Cecilia, who is comrade Chauya, or comrade leader Fadzai Mahere, or Hopo Chingono, Job Sikala, or Alan Moyo. This thing is actually the state targeting young people to make sure that they suffocate and persecute the young people who are actually raising the voice here in Zimbabwe, who are actually being the change that they want to see in this country. It is very unfortunate that we are not in normal times. We are in times of a COVID-19 pandemic that has hit the globe, and the state continues to congest jails, especially to young people who have done nothing, who are not actually criminals, young people who are not corrupt, young people who are not thieves or gold smugglers, but they just decide to persecute by prosecution. And we are not deterred. As I speak right now, our spirits are not crushed. We are not going back. The struggle continues unabated. Even in the time of COVID, we made sure that in the prison, this is the gear that we were wearing almost every day. We made sure that we protect ourselves from this deadly virus.
Cecilia, you spoke about COVID-19. Now,
yes.
The situation like in the cells?
The cells are congested because I know a neighbor to our cell where I think about 7 people who are sleeping in the same cell who are arrested for a curfew. Instead of the state sometimes using its discretion, we can't tell them what to do, but these are not normal times. You can't congest a jail with people. Commercial sex workers are the many people who are wearing green uniforms and being sent there. Today, I know 15 people had gone to court, and they will come still and come there. And they are not testing anyone regards this COVID-19 pandemic. So it's just you as an individual making sure that you are safe from the disease.
And are COVID-19 regulations observable given the situation that
it's not possible that in a jail you can social distance, because as you could see, me and Honorable Mamombe, even if we had put up a fight to sleep the 2 of us, it's not allowed in jail because of different reasons. And we were sleeping the 3 of us, but in the cell next, almost the same size with the same cell that we were in, 5 people were sleeping there, 7 people in the next cell. And the rest of the place that they don't call the isolation, people just sleep in one place. So there is no social distance that can be observed. It's impractical given the congestion that is in that jail. There is no testing that is done. In fact, before we came, we heard that they were testing. They would just get your mucus and put on that, what do you call that plating where you use when you're testing HIV people. That's what they were using. And we understand that thing detects only antibodies and not per se COVID-19. And we have a place that they call another isolation where people who are actually sick are in there right now. They don't come out, they are just there. So, you know, the prison guards only use, or sometimes, you know, the mother's, the heart of a woman, you know, sometimes they send out, but otherwise, it's not practical for social distance.
Cecilia, allow me to take you back to the allegations that were leveled against you and Honorable Mamombe in Warren Park. There was a demonstration in the midst of a COVID-19 pandemic. Was the demonstration necessary, or can you elaborate on that?
It's very unfortunate that I can't comment regards the Warren Park demonstration. If it was this allegation, these fresh charges, I would comment. But that one, my bail conditions do not allow me to speak regards to that story in any manner.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. And do you live in fear? What is it like now that you have been in and out of jail? Now you're going out. Aren't you afraid that one of these days you are also going to be, because there are allegations that you are being trailed?
I know, and I don't even live in fear. In fact, every time I'm coming out of this place, I'm hardened. It makes me want to continue to fight for the struggle that we are fighting for, to see the people of Zimbabwe politically free, economically free, and everything that we are saying we want, the Zimbabwe that we want, is what I continue to fight for. You know, there are martyrs. There were times, you know about martyrs, where people actually know that this is my calling and this is how I'm going to die. I will just wait for the day to come, but in the meantime, as we wait, it's a luta continua. The struggle is on. I do not have to live in perpetual fear of myself because of a state that is afraid of young women, a state that is anti-women. We will continue to fight, we will continue to speak, and I know there are young people right now who will be listening to this interview, who will actually have the same spirit that we have. So the struggle will not die, because there is always going to be a continuation. Like Solomon Kalush Mashlangu said, even if you kill me, there is 100 of us who have the same like-minded spirit. So this is what gives me solace, but I prefer for that to die, but doing something.
There is a young lady out there watching your journey in politics, how things are turning out to be. What's your advice to that young lady who also wants to venture into politics?
My advice is, in fact, what the state wants is to make those young people not speak, not have a voice, not join politics and voice against any injustices in this country. By persecuting me, by persecuting Joana, by persecuting Netaimaro, it means they want to give an example of what these young people should not do. But my message to these young people is, this is the time where they have to kunya masoks. Kusumudza jombo cheko otobereka oenda. In fact, we cannot fight this struggle alone. What I can simply advise them is there is nothing that can be done for them without their voice being raised. So they should continue fighting the same way we are fighting. I know they are there, and they should not be deterred by what is being done to us. Because we are not touched, we are not broken. Nothing is broken. We are going to move on with our lives, and we are going to continue speaking against the injustices in this country.
What's next after this incarceration?
The struggle continues. Yeah, I don't want to preempt a lot of things, but we are not planning anything. We are law-abiding citizens, by the way. We were raised by parents who raised us very well for us to get to this stage. Sometimes you ask yourself, now today I'm 33 years old. I started politics at 21, and I ask myself, why today are they continuing to persecute? We have always been doing this. We have no criminal records. We have not done anything that breaks the law. We just want to be heard. We want a new government that is for the people. So what is next is only we speak as they come. Anything that they do, any injustice, we speak against it. As long as the economy has not changed, we speak against it. Because arresting me and Joana today did not change the economy. In fact, we will get out, and here actually the rates have gone high, prices in the supermarket have gone high. We are fighting the system. We are fighting this economic war that the government has put in through corruption. We will continue to speak about this.
Thank you so much.